Back in the day when you listened to albums, there were some tracks that didn't grab you the first time round, or that you thought you didn't like. And yet over the years, sometimes those are the very tracks that live with you longer than all the others. And so it is, I think, with this NT1100, Nigella. She's not an obvious choice for gnarly tracks. She's not an obvious choice for going fast, but she can do both easily, and is a bike that's easily underestimated. I like to call her an Africa Twin Supermoto.
I want a Supermoto Africa Twin.
And I think she deserves some upper crash bars.
Horn still works. Good morning, Codge Biker here. I've got upper crash bars. The Hepco and Becker ones, so you also have to have the lower crash bars installed, which I did before. See video above. And I have to say, it's my first ride out with them. I've forgotten they're even there, you can't tell. It doesn't make the bike ride any different, doesn't feel any heavier. There's only one tricky part of installing these, and that's to do with moving the horn and accessing the two bolts. Other than that, straightforward. How strong they are, who can tell? If the bike falls over, there's a bit of protection there, if you can see. Anyway, this is how that went.
I've had these in the garage for about 3 months, and I've put off fitting them over and over again, mainly because I need a lot of light, so I need a sunny day, which we finally got. Not because there's any difficulty particularly. They bolt there, they bolt there, and they bolt there to this bracket. You have to have the lower crash bars fitted, because these are Hepco and Becker. They're no good without the lower ones. I fitted those months ago. So why have I procrastinated? And it's all to do with fitting this. In theory, from what I could see, you remove the horn, you attach the horn to the radiator, which is a bit weird, and then you fit this inside where the horn was, so that that can bolt to that. And really it's just this part that bothers me. The rest of it, straightforward. You just... The horn is here under the headlight, and I can feel some wire connected at the top. Okay, with a bit of a wobble from side to side. I don't know if you can, probably can't see that, but I've managed to pull the left one off. So you wobble it from side to side. The rubber, they've got a rubber surround on them, but they do pull off, so that will make it easier. So there's the terminals, and the covers, just wobble them left and right. Don't know whether they're polarized or not. Next job, I'm going to undo that bolt there, so that I can take the actual horn out of the way and see what I'm doing. Yeah, so not elegant, but just to identify it. Right, let's undo that bolt. It looks like an 8mm. Now you need to be careful, because bits of this horn assembly you need. So there's the assembly of the horn. You can see the two terminals with push fit, came off easily, just a wobble, pull them off, and then you got a rubber mount and an 8mm bolt. That's from down through the forks. As you can see, here's the principle. There's these two holes here which go up inside to where the horn bracket was, and then you attach the bars to that. 8mm again. There's two nuts on the horn bracket, both 8mm. One. It's a very awkward space to work in this. What you really need is somebody who's used to working on a Ducati to come and have a go at this. I've got just the person. Right, so there's the rest of that bracket with its two 8mm bolts. So far the horn's been 8mm. So it looks like I'm going to have to cut this band of tape here, and then that's got to thread to the horn over there. So it's got a cable tie on it. I might just cut that cable tie instead of pulling the grommet out. Anyway, what was I just saying? I need somebody who's used to working on Ducatis on this job, didn't I? I've just said that. Look, you like lying on the floor.
Oh, I love it.
So Dr. J's trying to read it in the German because he doesn't trust the translation.
He's stuck at Trenton.
It says the left-hand side, so I'm presuming it means the left-hand side as you sit on the bike, which is that bolt there. Let's have a look, so I can show the people of the television. People of the television. Yeah, so it's showing it going back into the bike, and with this combination, they're the two rubber washers that were already in it, and this sleeve. So you put a washer and a collar through that. How hard can that be? But first of all, can I remove that bolt without breaking anything? Looks like an 8mm. Let's do that. Okay. So hornage, there's the old bolt. Going to go through there. There's a metal collar there, two washers, and then this sleeve on the outside. So that's sandwich. I'll tell you what, before we do that, let's see if the horn works. Not while I'm doing it. Hang on, they push right on. Anyway, so what do you reckon?
Should we go?
Oh, oh, that's loud. Also, you're going to end up with this wire dangling about. Wonder if there's any way I can cable tie that afterwards. Right, so we're in. Yeah, I mean, I don't. They are 10mm. Right, so for some reason or other, it's not an 8mm bolt they give you a 10mm, an M10, doesn't really matter. Right, is the horn in the right place? You can't really see.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Right, so how often do you use a horn anyway?
I can't remember.
Oh, you're married. Yay, got that joke in. Oh, that's tight. That's tight now.
Ah, fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The next one's going to be fun.
Enjoying it?
Oh, this is fun. Definitely
Ducati-esque. Right, so I've undone the nut on.
I thought Honda was supposed to be brilliant.
On the cockpit housing. This is not the time for that, John.
Okay.
And we're going to leave the bolt in and just check that the bracket fits.
In future, I will have nothing said against me.
You say enough about it when you're doing it. Right, obviously the bolt's rotating. I'm trying to hold the camera as well for the people of the television. I'm surprised it's only a 12mm. So I'm going to leave the bolt in for now because I'm going to undo the other one and then put the bracket just on those to see then if the just to be absolutely certain that the forks clear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
over.
to access the top bolt, that.
I know.
We've gone in through the top with the forks at the left. I can just undo it gradually. I mean, the bolt's loose. The bolt's not dirty. It was just tight. Somebody's just been over enthusiastic. I think you can take those bolts out. Nothing's going to drop. They're loose as anything. But let's just see if the 12mm.
Get these in or not is another matter.
Given that we've got the instructions, we can't do this wrong. So let's have a look. Show the bolt. So we put that goes on the, as you look at the front of the bike on the left with the washer, and on this side it's got a tightening type bolt. Right, so there's the OEM. New bolts, please. Ooh, look, shiny. Leave the nut off for now.
Shiny, shiny.
New bolt.
Shiny.
And where's the hole? Is that the right hole? Because there's holes everywhere and I can't see. Is that it? Does that look like it might be it? Hang on, here.
That's the right hole.
Right. See if it comes through the right hole. Add your own double entendres. Can't be bothered. It's too nerve-wracking. Okay. I might have to thread it through. Oh no, it's definitely moved, but it's. There we go. Is it coming out?
That's the right place.
Is it there?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so that's that back one. I was in the wrong hole.
And that happens occasionally.
Oh God. I'm not doing this on purpose. That's in your minds, not ours.
Just. I'm holding this out.
The bracket is going in. Now, I think it goes with that ridge at the top, and as you look at the bike on the right hand side of the cockpit bracket, as they call it. I've got the wrong glasses on. I need my intermediates for this. Let's take them off. Right, there's a hole. There's a bolt. Right, I'm on one. Right. Okay, that's correct. Hang on, no. If I could just put that nut on, just loosely, I think I'll still have enough manoeuvrability. Hang on. Right, so I've got the right one. Even if I can just put half a turn on it.
Just put a couple of... That'll do.
Right, now. Ah! No, you trapped my hand.
Sorry, I just let go on.
No, you just turned the forks on my hand. He's trying to break my hand. Right, have I got enough space to get past it? Oh, yes, it's on.
Hang on.
So you can access that one from the top, which is easier, isn't it? Got it?
Yeah.
Right, so loosely we're on, aren't we?
That's the difficult bit, hopefully.
So we've got the it's upside down. No. So we've got the bracket in position. I'm just going to put another half a turn or so on that because I didn't put much on it. And bolt hole here and a bolt hole on the bracket. That's it. You don't get much.
No,
So-
that can't be right. It must be on the other side.
I can't. No. So you support that. I should be able to. I don't think these are the strongest thing in the world.
Once you get the other thing in, it'll be
Yeah.
triangulated stuff. It won't be
Sort
too
of.
bad, actually.
Maybe. I'm not tightening that, so that's in because we've got a slot
Yeah.
on that front one.
Yeah. I love this commentary. Just fit it.
Fine.
There you go. That one's in.
There you go. Right, not smashing anything. Hang on. Right, that's on. Can you rotate that up? We should have just enough jiggle room to. There you go.
Okay.
Before you do that, let me put the bolt on this side.
Yep.
You're to blame for that.
There you go.
Well, you can paint them.
Yeah, I know you can, but
Well, they'll be red soon.
yeah, it's true.
Right, some Loctite. I'm not sure it'll actually do a lot because is it going into a hollow tube?
Yeah, bit in, don't
Then that's what they're for, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we're going to tighten the internal bracket first because that positions everything else, and then just work our way around. Yeah?
I think that's right.
Yeah, okay.
I would agree. I concur.
See?
God, I used to have spanners that were
AF
and
Whitworth.
and God knows
I've
what
still
else.
got some. Still got some in my toolbox. I never quite figured out what the difference was.
And BSF, wasn't it?
Yeah.
British Standard Flat.
There we are, look, can you see? Very tight, okay. Can you hold?
Quite loud though.
Right. Nice and straight, looks good. Got my spotlights, got my crash bars, got my mounting point for my camera. So, on that note, because we weren't looking forward to this, it's not been as bad as we thought, has it really?
It's been okay.
Clutch biker, Dr. John is.
Out.
So here's a complete set of crash bars. There's the lower ones, these are the upper ones. I think you'd still hit your indicator. Have to hope that wouldn't punch through if it went over. Maybe it hit the handlebars first. So they're not the strongest in the world, but better than nothing, and they don't really affect the bike in the slightest to ride. So a bit of a compromise. The lower bars went on first. As I say, I've already done a video on that. And the upper ones, because of Hepco and Becker, lower bars you have to have the Hepco and Becker upper bars to fit them. I bought the proper ones. I've seen loads of copies on AliExpress et al. So pays your money, takes your choice. I'm guessing they're more use if your bike falls over than if you had an actual crash, God forbid. I don't think a 60 mph impact, any crash bars are going to make any difference at all, ever. But with all this plastic here, it's nice to have at least a little impact protection if the bike should fall over. But on that positive note,